Hello, welcome to the All or Nothing podcast. Our official sponsors are KR Couriers and Transport Limited. This is a Northwest based courier company delivering all across the UK. They can assist in home moves and removals to large, heavy and bulky items, collections and drop-offs. Fast, safe and reliable deliveries. Please get in touch for a free quote. You'll find all the information within the description. Thank you. Hello everybody, welcome to the All or Nothing podcast with myself, Billy Moore, and today's special guest is Sandra Hannah. Now Sandra went viral a few years back when, you lost your African grey
parrot, yeah,
called Chanel, right? And that was, that was everywhere. It was on every platform, TV stations, the lot, radio, right? And you found a little bit of fame. People got to know who you were. They were rooting for you. And your parrot,
yeah.
Chanel, yeah? But a lot's happened since then, hasn't it?
A whole lot, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about who Sandra is first before we get into...
Sandra Hannah, I've got 4 kids, and I like to spread positivity, happiness, and cheer people up. I'll do anything for anyone, and that's what I've always done. So since it went viral for the past 3 years, I've been, working on my social profile, getting that up, to get more TV work, and it's working. Well, it was up till now. Yeah,
because you were recently arrested for £729,000 worth of cannabis. Wow, that's a big haul. Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
it's a lot of drugs. Now, I first came across that when I seen it in the Lab Bible. It was on a post. It was it was quite shocking, and I suppose it was for a lot of people. So tell us, right, Sandra, because, I seen you comment under their story saying, look, I'll tell the real story because this is not the right, it's not accurate.
No.
So tell us what happened, come on.
Facts. So the 19th of April, it was the day after my son's birthday. I'd done the school run, it was 4:15, and I started getting stuff ready to make the tea. Got me pastry out and we were making homemade pies. And the next minute, 2 fellas in North Face trackies walked up my path, and I just looked out the window, and my husband said, "Who's this?" He answered the door, and all he said was, "Ian Hannah," and he said, "Yeah." They come in, put him in handcuffs, and that's when our world was turned upside down. They didn't say who they were just screaming at us all to get in the living room. My daughter's fella was just got out the shower, so he was naked. He had a towel round him and ran in the bedroom to get changed, and they booted the door in. And he was like, "I just want to get dressed. Who are you? And they weren't telling us nothing. And then they were screaming at everyone. My son's 8 and he's waiting to get tested for autism, so didn't know what was going on. Then 5 more people turned up. They took my husband, he was gone. And then they waited for all the women police officers and whoever the CPS is here to search the house. Still to this, we didn't know what was going on. I was like, "Can you tell us what's going on?" And they were like, something about candles. And I was like, "Insect candles, yeah." And they were like, "No, they were drugs." So, yeah. We were all like, "What?" Still didn't know what was going on. Then we all sat in the living room, seemed like hours.
Did these not identify themselves as police initially?
No.
And did you just think they were scallies walking up the path?
Yeah. Honest,
and you wouldn't have known any difference?
No.
Undercovers?
No. And they were like, "Have you got anything to hide?" And I was like, they didn't find anything. As soon as when they come in, they said they were searching, and I said, "There's £1,000 upstairs in my wardrobe, and it's my daughter's 21st birthday money." Yeah. That's it. And then there was a biscuit tin with aspartame. That's all. And they didn't find it. I told them exactly where it was. I said, "And that's it." So they took that. They took the money. And then we all sat downstairs where they searched the whole house for seemed like hours. Then they were like, to the kids, "We're going to take your mum just for a couple of hours for questioning." So they took me over to Copy Lane Police Station. And I didn't see my kids for 3 days. They didn't even let me have a phone call, so my kids waited all night outside the police station and they kept saying, can you just tell us, is my mum okay? And they were like, we can't tell you none. So it was Thursday night. Someone come into the cell and went, you need to be questioned now. It was like 11 o'clock in the night. I was hysterical. I hadn't ate for 2 days. I hadn't slept. I was suicidal in the cell because it brought back all my PTSD. I've survived child abuse, and this nearly killed me. It completely broke me. I'm like dead inside. And then after they questioned me, they charged me because the evidence, all they've got on me is the contract phone. The number that was used is my husband's work number, and the contract's in my name because he couldn't get one because he was bankrupt. So that's all they've got on me is the contract phone. So yeah, I was distraught. Finally phoned my kids, and oh my God, all of them were hysterical. Didn't even know if I was alive or anything. So I told them, I said, you can meet me in court Friday morning. So they did. I was in the cell all day. We didn't get taken up till about 4 o'clock. I finally seen them when I was in the courtroom behind me. And
is that the first time you'd ever been in court?
yeah, never been in trouble.
Never been in a cell?
No, never.
This was an experience. Shocking.
Yeah, it's awful. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. And especially I knew 100,000,000% my kids knew, everyone knew. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know anything.
So this was a contact phone, right? And this is the only evidence that supported the allegation of this drug haul. Yeah.
That's it.
And you're standing in the Crown Court and the CPS and everyone are back on all this at the time.
They were all saying it's a joke. The case is a joke.
Yeah.
It's been through 5 prosecutions already
Has
because
it?
no one wants to take it.
Mad that, isn't it?
Yeah, but my solicitor said that they were only holding me on as leverage. So my husband would plead guilty, and he didn't. He's just letting me get dragged through it, and we're not together now because I can't trust him. I don't believe him. My kids don't believe him.
Did he
destroyed our life?
So have they actually found? Did he actually find anything?
They didn't find no drugs anyway.
So where's this £729,000 worth
They
of
were
drugs?
confiscated in London, where they intercepted it.
So it was coming from abroad, or it was coming? Yeah, so it was coming from abroad.
Spain, they said.
Spain, yeah. So this haul was coming from Spain, and they've intercepted it in London. And there's a phone call from your phone,
from me,
contact phone.
To me.
Well, anyone in the right mind is not going to use a contact phone in your name. I wouldn't use my contact phone. I wouldn't do it anyway, but it's a phone.
But he said he did. He said, I knew that there was a delivery of candles coming, and I said, so why did you accept it? And he said, because he didn't know there was drugs in it. And I was like, but the candles.
So all the weed was in the candles?
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but yeah, that's what they've put up. But they've put it up that the drugs were found here in Liverpool. In my husband's yard. They searched his yard and they found a pallet of candles, but this was the first set of candles, which there was nothing in them.
But they replicated the last, so obviously they're going to go, okay, was them candles that they found in the yard, was there anything taken out of them, or was it just, they were just candles?
I think it was sand filled in the bottom of them.
Was it?
Yeah.
Testers?
They said something about a dummy run or something.
So that's obviously what's happened by the sound of it. The sounds at the bottom of it, they're going to be dummy run. I don't know, I haven't got the full SP on, your partner, your ex-husband or whoever, and what's going on there. But it's like, it must be a shock to you. And do you feel as if you've been targeted and tethered by people on social media? Yep.
And the reason, because I think there's 6 people they've got for it now, and it's only my face that's everywhere. It's all, I'm the story. And it's cruel because they've destroyed my life. I haven't been able to work. I've missed out on so much work. And I didn't leave the house for like 2 months.
Because you don't strike me as someone who wants to jeopardise, your career. Or
I wouldn't have. I was supposed to do something so big. I wouldn't have jeopardised that. It was coming. I'd done all the auditions last year, and I was thinking, right, this is it. I finally got to where, people know who I am, and they know I'm funny and entertaining and happy and a nice person. So I was getting all these emails off like jobs. I was supposed to be in a coffee advert, loads of TV work. and I just can't do any of it. I was a care worker as well, and I can't even do that.
So when opportunity knocks and you get it, and all of a sudden it's just the carpet's pulled from under your feet. You know, so you've got no affiliation with this drug haul. You know, you're totally innocent. You're going to court and you're pleading not guilty all the way. And are you barrister? What's his view on it?
My barrister's just like, it's a joke.
There's no evidence to support it. So
and they've got my phone, and I said, you can keep my phone, there's nothing on it.
And you've been on a tag, haven't you?
For 7 months. And the court was supposed to be October the 9th because they charge more people.
Is anyone else on remand? Is he just...
We're all on bail.
All on bail on tags?
No.
Just you?
Me and my husband are the only ones on tag.
Okay. And what's the curfew on that?
7 in the night till 6 in the morning.
Okay.
I mean, you might think it's okay, but if my kids go out and then they ring me up and they say, can you come and pick me up? Something simple like that, and I can't.
Yeah. Oh no, it's restricting, and people don't understand them HDCs, them home detention curfews can be, you know, really. I've had one, you know, when I've ever experienced it, you know, once, and it was like, you know, you fear just stepping into the garden at a certain time. It's
degrading as well because I know I'm innocent.
And it's on your ankle as well, so you know.
I know. And I was always one for wearing heels, and in the summer I was in boots, cowboy boots.
And you feel like when you've got it on and people looking at the judging.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you struggled like a lot with like your mental well-being over all this?
Yeah, I went to doctors because I tried to kill myself. If it wasn't for my kids, I wouldn't be. Because they've been dragged through it too. It's not just me. It's all of us.
So what, your kids are like, your kids are like 4, you've got 4 kids. What ages are your children?
23, 21, 13 and 8.
So it's the 2 younger ones that are more, you know, you need to, the older ones.
And they're going through problems as well.
13 and 8, they're going through the age, aren't they? You know what I mean? So
it's honestly, it's the worst thing ever. And it's harder to prove you're innocent.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
That's down to the courts, isn't it? And they've got to prove as well that you've been involved. So
there's nothing at all that links me to anything to do with this.
See all that kind of stuff. But what's going to happen is you're going to get this weed and the candles back. This is a scenario I'm thinking of. Like you're going to get this haul of cannabis. It's going to come in candles, and then you're going to sit off at yours and start selling 20 bags, or you're going to start selling kilos or whatever it is, because there was a lot. Yeah. You're going to be on the radar straight away. Go, fucking hell, Sandra's got that weed there, you know what I mean? So your name is going to be out there. People are going to know. So it's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense, does it? Doesn't add up.
My whole life is on social media.
Yeah,
from when I went viral, every single day.
You're in the limelight.
Why would I do that if I was going to sell drugs?
Yeah. And you've been a survivor, you mentioned, of child abuse.
Yeah.
Physical, mental, sexual.
Physical, yeah. And it was my granddad, so it was family.
Yeah. So you're physically beaten. And it's not it. I tell you what, it's like, it can have a massive contributing impact on, you know, you growing up as well. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, it did, but I think it has made me to who I am. Yeah. Strong. But then this, it's like, it's killing me.
Where are you from? What area?
Netherton.
Bootleways. You've got to be tough to be from there. It's a different fucking planet, Bootle. Netherton. It is. I used to work there. Fucking hell, it's a nightmare. So yeah, you've had to go through a lot growing up as well. You know, and I think that the worst thing that you can face now is your social media presence and the comments.
The comments, yeah. My kids come off social media because...
After you?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're being ridiculed and...
Yeah.
Judged and people are using you as a meme and jokes?
They were like, is Chanel your carrier?
Yeah.
And then who's going to look after Chanel? Because everyone still thinks I'm in jail and that I went to jail, and I never ever went to jail. I was in a cell, in Copy Lane facing me house.
Is this African grey still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, how long have you had that now?
5 years.
Wow. I know, what's the age?
100 she'll live till.
Is it? And how old is she?
5.
Oh, so you've had her from birth?
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll be around before you're gone.
I know, and my kids are like, I'm not taking her.
That was I think that was, like you said, it was quite entertaining. Not in the sense at the time, because it was obviously you're panic stricken. You could see it was like, fuck, what the fucking parrots got off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Kids were like, Mum, do not do a video. And I was like, and then when I got it back, they were like, oh my God, Mum, we're so glad you was on that, otherwise we wouldn't have got it back.
Yeah. So what happens? She got off, and then
it was lockdown, so she was in the cage, and we were outside having a barbecue. And I don't know how she done it, but she got the little gate open, and the neighbour started drilling, and she just it spooked her, and she was off. And we live next to the canal, so I knew that's the way she'd gone.
And she was flying off.
Yeah.
And you went out with your little phone.
Yeah, screaming me head off.
And because she
Chanel!
Do you think
I was heartbroken. Never thought I'd see it again.
I don't know if a parrot comes back to it's like a dog, like our dog Skip. My dad called it Skip, but it was a bitch, and it was called. In the end, we had to call it Skippy. But and it is just a skip. But you can call a dog back.
Yeah, but you can't call. No,
I don't know.
She doesn't answer anyway. She does whatever she wants.
So you just shout at her, and you just. But was people think you were looking for your kids or something?
Yeah. Everyone was like, "Who's Chanel?" And it was like, "Is it one of her kids?" And then when they were like, "No, it's a parrot."
Where was it? Because obviously
it wasn't that far. It was in Seaford.
Was it? So
she was knocking on someone's window with a beak, and they were like, and she was going, "Hello, hello."
Because that's what she does as she speaks. Yeah.
And then they were like, they must have thought they were going mad. They was like, "Is that a bird talking?" And then they went on Facebook and was like, "Oh my God, it's the missing parrot."
Yeah, and then you got to stay back.
Yeah.
And that was a relief.
Yes.
And then the rest is history, because it went obviously viral, and then your life changed a lot because of that. And like I said before, when opportunity knocks, you just got to grab it by the horns, and
And I did.
Yeah.
I worked so hard.
Because people must have, you must have been an attraction to some people, and endearing, and wow, look at this.
Positive energy, it was, yeah.
Yeah, because of seeing you're all about positivity. And you get a lot of negativity, from that, and
I smile and wave.
Yeah, see, I'm just an independent interviewer. I'll just have you on, and I'll share, your story with my audience, and see where, and you will get the comments, as well as me.
Oh yeah.
The comments will come in, either negative, positive. You'll get both. It'd be quite ambivalent, my audience, which is nice at the best of times, because they've got an opinion.
Yeah,
so to
everyone's
speak.
got an opinion, yeah.
But and like myself, I've probably seen massive drug haul, Sandra Hannah, the parrot, Chanel, owner. This is what, and then you think, is it true? Fucking hell, because you're only reading.
You're seeing my name.
Yeah.
If
I haven't seen anyone else's, by the way.
No, and if it wasn't me, no one would even look at that story. That's why they've done it.
Yeah, of course.
Because the Echo go to the court every time I'm in and take pictures of me, tell me what I've been wearing, and
I know, I had the same experience when I went to court. I was all over the news. It was all over the papers. It was embarrassing. I
don't know what happened to innocents until proven guilty, because everyone's just basically slammed me under the bus. And
when's this? Is it a trial? Well, obviously it's going to be a trial. And when's this taking place? Is this?
It was supposed to be October the 9th, and they've adjourned it till March the 4th next year.
Are they going to take this tag off in the meantime? Can you appeal against it?
Yeah, we're trying. Just so I can try and get work, because my kids are supporting me at the moment.
So have you got you down as an escape risk or something? Is it are you going to flee?
Yeah, I don't know. Where am I going to go?
And was your house if you were to go to it, would you think, okay, so this family is on the verge of having nearly £1 million worth of,
no,
we
live in a council house, and
they live the high life, the flying here, they're on holiday every couple of, you know what I mean?
Nothing like that at all.
Yeah, fucking hell. So you're up against it, and you're confident that this is gonna get her not guilty, or there's no.
Well, yeah, because I'm not guilty. So, and I know that the evidence that they've got is the phone contract, and the fact that I give them the £1,000 of my daughter's birthday money. They're saying that's criminal proceeds. When I've got all the bank statements to show the money coming out. And
it's not like a big amount of money, is it?
It's £1,000.
You know what I mean?
I don't even think that was enough. I only had it in the house because I was going to pay off for the hall. She wanted a 21st birthday party. And we even missed her birthday was the 21st of August, and I sent them all to the hotel and I couldn't go. But I said, I'm not having you in the house on your 21st. So they all went to a hotel, so at least they could have a good night for my daughter's 21st. And I couldn't be there.
What's the worst thing you're up against now with in life? What's the most heartbreaking outcome of this?
My solicitor said if I get a jury that doesn't like me, they'll put me down because they want to get someone for it, and they'll want to get me because I'm the story.
And the scenario, the sentence, does he give you any ideas? If you did, as he said, look, if you do get a guilty sentence, you're going to get an 8, a 6, a 5, a 3.
No, he hasn't said anything.
Has anyone else ever said anything to you about that? Have you anyone give you, so we're talking like what, almost £1 million worth of cannabis?
It's going to be what? It's going to be 10 years, hasn't it?
I couldn't see it being 10 years, to be fair. It's a fucking big number, like, you know what I mean? Maybe about a 7 or something. Might as well say 10.
I know.
So how's your life? Right, okay, so I know your life's up the wall, but you've still got to live and cope, and you're not up until March now. So at the meantime, you've got to get by. You've just had a loss as well, haven't you? You've lost.
Yeah.
It was your brother's baby.
Yeah.
I read that. It was quite sad. So that was.
So I've even got to go to court for that just to see if I can make that. But they want all proof, and why would someone lie over a funeral?
Well, they do. So
I'm having to pester my brother saying I need these documents so we can so I can come to the funeral because he's got no one. He lives up there with her family, so I want to be there for him. I don't speak to no one else in my family because of the PTSD with the child abuse. They basically, all my sisters and brothers were like, just get on with it, just deal with it, because it didn't happen to them, it was only me. So even my mum didn't support me. She just said, I said, well, why did you leave me in a room with him when he'd abused her and her sisters? So she knew he was a paedophile. And she went, because I didn't think he'd do it to you. And I said, well, you don't put a kid in a sweet shop and say, don't eat the sweets, do you? Because they will. Yeah. So I never forgave her for that. So, and my family just pushed me out.
Is he still around?
No, he died.
Yeah. That must have been very traumatic as well, you know. Traumatic for anyone having to experience that, you know, at a young age from
it was
a family member. I've got a couple of kids and I could never imagine anyone, and I'd rip windpipes out with me bare hands, you know what I mean, for my...
Well, that's what's made me, like, all I do is try and protect my children now, and I'm trying to protect them from this that's going on, and I can't.
Yeah, it's quite sad. It's and like you said, it's trying to give everyone, like, give yourself the benefit of the doubt, and, you know, I wanted to hear your story, and, you know, from what you're telling me, I'm just like, fucking hell, there's nothing here to answer. You know, there's a little bit of, you know, it seems to be, without being prejudiced, you know, your partners had an involvement in something, and now the relationship's ended because of it.
Well, he accepted the delivery, whether he knew what was in it or not. He still put me and my kids through all of this. Yeah. So,
do you think he may have not known what was in it? He's just being naive, and he's just went like, "Okay, you don't know."
I don't know.
And that's not for us to judge. You know, that's for the courts. That's down to them, isn't it? So at the end of the day, no one's pointing the finger at anyone, are they?
No. I just don't know, and I can't say yeah or no because I honestly haven't got a clue.
It just seems like a bit of a mess, doesn't it?
It's a big mess.
And it's put you in a horrible situation. And do you think like once all this is over and, you know, you get the results, say that you expect, and you're clear of this, do you think then you can rebuild your life? Do you think then you're going to sit down and tell your story in other areas and build your life back up in your career again? Do you think that's possible?
That's what I'm working on, but I think how do I come back from this? This is where I've got to be the strongest, because it took me 3 years to get here, and now it's going to take me another 3 years. So I don't know, because even my kids are like, Mum,
could you be great in reality TV shows and stuff like that going forward?
That's what I wanted to be on.
Yeah.
So
Have you got support, or have you got like a strong audience that still support you?
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
So you're not, you haven't, no one's all just turning it back on you and it's all.
No, they're all, they have, Instagram have been amazing. Even some on TikTok, they always message me. I get calls, they ring me just to make sure I'm okay if I haven't posted, you know, we haven't seen you today. And yeah, all of them, they're like, Sandra, just keep being you, because honestly, they could be having a shit day and they'll just see my post and be like, oh, I'll cheer them up. And I like that. But I think me as well to tell me stories, because maybe there's other people that are innocent and are going through stuff like this and they don't know who to speak to.
So the be all and end all is your innocence?
Yes, 100 million%.
Okay, so we're coming to the end anyway. Because, like I said before, you know what our audience are like. I always ask this question at the end of every podcast. Is there any words of wisdom that you'd say to a young Sandra Hannah coming through the doors of life? What would you say to yourself if you had an opportunity to give yourself some guidance or advice? As
always, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Simple. Keep it simple. And with that, Sandra, thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. I'll put all your socials and all your everything in the description. People can contact you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay.